Good morning.
Good morning. What's the name?
Adom now say.
Nyamina Adom. Make your name was our show.
Yeah. Baumian, but okay, Baumia for president 2024.
The signal is strong.
I see. And apart from Papa, remember the Jacob full one. Remember jacket no so that
the action starts now. Baumia chiawate. Ozin chiake semo.
I read that.
Ose kodu ye wuduma ye.
You know.
Na mbre dan. Mbre dan you. Anamo boy. Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia. The icon. The savior. The gentleman. Soft spoken but hard working. Ono na be hu ono.
Bernard.
Minia.
Apo.
Yanko panda Roma. Why BBA prepare for man.
Ede nyamiase. Lawyer Andrew appear down kwa.
Na asemna Alfred Kano. What's it then?
So kind out here. Well, so TV.
Okay, kan se me da me de man. Oja ba ko. Na okay kan ni na echi. Oja onkontompo hene. Title la Ghana for their man. Nkontompo hene. Nkontompo hene. Dr. Baumia.
Corruption hene.
Sheka anapado mpa nkona ewia do. Kase tria na miti. CJ tria na miti.
Mengane.
Kase tria na miti.
Oh, Bernard, me fasamba.
Se kase tria na miti.
O de mama akwa ba, me lawyer so akwa ba na henshen ko na se. Oya brother nkwa. Bibi aboko there. It's always good to see you.
Same here. Watch Black Stars crowd.
Yeah. Support no.
And I think I need Black Stars.
Yeah. I say Bibi aboko. Movement for change. Mubuso. I understand there's a big announcement coming. And I mind that.
There be intro.
Announcement ben no.
Oh,
vice running mate. Running mate.
There be
which saying lawyer.
What a big announcement. No more not was here.
Running mate. Okay, we dey yan kan kitu e.
Has kwa.
Ayo kwa.
Now
Adoye for running.
Ade okwa mpiana.
Hopes na adoye for running.
Ade okwa mpiana.
Yeah, hopes na adoye for running mate.
And I watch no. Oh, infin propaganda. Propaganda kwa.
Okay. Enti ya be share enkomo no ase but on Facebook Nanampo for sense this one say greetings to lawyer Sheila Sechi upon the incoming MPP parliamentary candidate for Dom Kwabenya constituency. I don't know there or the Abanono Enoch Anjero or say the face of Odotobri constituency. Honorable Lot Ewia also there or the Abanono. And this is in one woman to the about. Once you are with us on Facebook, I will give you that mention. And Nanam Pofo is an ardent Facebook viewer. And Nana the end day, my head the Abano, any Enoch Anjero so dear no, and so the Abanama for pe asemo kweku atabwa bin. Okay, enti abedafo atenase ba se ne so se ubedware ma wo ho atia akum semina bekum ho mwa wani nyina detol semina enti se nsuo to se hamatan mu o de detol edware a eboa pa detol na ebusua nyina age atomo ne papa enti Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association I endorse enti bomodia efie bia amofra wom abofra be koskod ne sabezo so ne mamu saa na emmoawa enu tira amofra na pepi na omanya infection no but se detol semina e wo fia eboa enti shanenso shield your family from germs enti shanenso before be shan komo no ase Boko is in the news again. Boko is in the news again. If he ya wadano in fact na wotwe chi be ya asanso ama no husu bi ma na pa mini MC kasa de nipa be ensia ko enson de o mafrim plus miensa no a Ghana Armed Forces for ebo won etu a omoche say there was an exchange of fire. Yeah, MP no so can be before no so can ho but it's back in the news. Lawyer Mesha Sefri also Boku since time immemorial eba na tiakoda eba na tiakoda. How do we deal with this situation? Like, I mean, mamisha feel so.
But one akunya na mencha with Tifo. Na mencha ankasa dia wa show Black Stars.
Me that's it.
Mencha me bra penny Alfred ana was it Alfie? Alfred mencha mbra penny. Me say ye be obey propaganda dia but me na ya yeti.
Obo kwa me say how me manage.
But there's something wrong with propaganda. But there's something.
Oh wow.
I'll be waiting. Nothing to PC. It's always a pleasure.
P1.
But what issue need them? My view say a collective failure. Yenya as the people know you fail, and because you share governance are one of the fundamental duties of a Bambiano is security. So fundamental, one of the fundamental because without security, without stability, then a bad development, it won't happen. And because a collective because abayako MPP call, and still we don't seem to find a solution. Sometimes I say your politician can say your situation senate as in to for young as a parochial friends saying political gains because social assembly is already MP in some or cano some way because I mean it involves Ghana armed forces. Armed forces I issue a statement.
Yes.
It was an act of self-defense. So for the party to send people to come and say and of course what two more into issue no. I do declare solution being a yepe say this call political points. I was I keep on saying before say a lot of the issues they face your mind and yet the partisanship no lose issue because the issue it shouldn't take that for me. It shouldn't take the tone of MPP against NDC because since I want me it's like the biaboku your issue boku and now also the tribal and the committee MC which are some MC can say or say maybe because of the tribe or more one the tribe me support him but or more any the tribe would tend to dismiss the issue now me say a collective failure in my view because I'm gonna say yeah the to me a share abayinsa and one of the by now I doesn't create me in some form of proper integration. So because I say proper integration, friends are some I'm worried because most of them on my mampusi maybe on papa kusasi. Tuesday can confront kasane die. They don't integrate in a way, but I feel say your politicians benefit from chaos war. And I'm fortified in my belief. Share how I address the issue nimpo. Because for an MP to come and say no how possible say Ghana Armed Forces for no as a me investigation be say Ghana Armed Forces will just go and pick a man for like he's claiming and go and shoot them and then a serious man without so me more say already there's a state of emergency curfew or no.
Yeah.
A curfew no. I feel buying Emma military all the logistics they can because really a war zone. It is it's me deployment for other countries for peacekeeping mission. I think say and if there's chaos in any part of Ghana, there's chaos in my view, there's chaos everywhere. It's a buying and show true commitment. True commitment. Am I same way issue of MPP and DC na enquire politics because a real national issue. If you ask me, a buying Emma military all the logistics here now dealing with whatever issue are elbow. You say because about a chieftaincy issue, you say my Supreme Court that young forces are a judge if anything Santokano not leaders or more political leaders no realize say your times that you play partisan and your time you join collective because like I'm saying without security, without peace, then there cannot be really any development. Issue see last week, you see in for 3. Immediately, I say it to me, some of us are forming committees, but
this morning you listened to the MC or calling for a committee because now it's the word of the Ghana Armed Forces against the member of parliament,
which is very serious. I can say sometimes I was for me MP no unrestrained no kakra from was a very a massive indictment on the Ghana Armed Forces, and maybe you often say CC and your commander in chief party but the commander in chief commander in chief or your president of Ghana or your president of MPP into oka asema say really be undermining authority be a bit important because right now in some king not just say sir military fire some nobody peace already know what committee against Boko Fornity. So then how are we going to get lasting peace? How are you going to get lasting peace if at the end well, maybe military means me or more bet me Abwama some form of semblance of peace or military giving them proper logistics. Into what we MP say. So in fact, it's a what's not and there's a way of channeling at the end, ubet me enya what in my view should be in the butai and sa butai should be say peace about Boko. So minya sister baby as we do there unfortunately asema borders on peace ye creative situation right now peace has a bad thing because military for now in ka ometimi abomanya peace right now ye pitch military for against the people of Boko. Maybe I think I'll side with the MC because it's a stance now MP na 17 we pitching military against the best the same military do you think the people of Boko would allow them to work? There be sometimes your political leaders you're more fun on the surface. And you be beyond a partisanship. Maybe because the president is CIA or MPP, maybe for us, I want that mine, in this Boko issue now, which means political gains. But really, what you are doing is you are creating a situation where it's practically impossible for any form of peace to be had in Boko. It's like coming from Kobe Dinkakra. Or and I say, so for so grievance, you channel it in other direction, not so about public with this kind of stuff, because really, Ubenya, so never to be what we call a Pyrrhic victory because really unya some jumpo see the leaders sometimes don't drink deep kakra any person be na oyen MP NDC now in the circumstance because of situation any choice be I think the committee be a bit me some fact finding we say be now no truth have been because right now as instance military is act of self-defense MP say in Kolanton baby and a military attack now a bind so and show much a little more commitment. If didn't say intimate for lasting peace and by because military for and I say police for any logistics or there are coming issues of Boko or Monyasa. Also another very as my hammer I'm someone from Boko a very worrying. The extent of arms among for no Bokuno.
And how sophisticated
those arms are.
Yeah.
Me only the young warrior. We are saying terrorists a war Saharian area see and the proximity to Boko. But when you be to me and find whom a gym and critique or scrap on them into your secret agencies mess from or more in that. Because the answer
and I'm paying off air before I nominate Alfred. I was asking, say, how do they come by these weapons?
And say, politicians, they like chaos. Because if some person clearly are the way on the handle and an issue I'm very careful. Me person you ban the partisan cry because me fear they be but they are issue. It is a una the partisan pay then really pay solution. Intimidate me for say yena Ghana for yena yem brought together collectively. Or me directly involved as an MP on putting Ghana before Nangasane personal way say. So for say even if an Ukraine say armed forces near Jomoyana, I think that he can achieve more without coming out like a dick.
Okay. All right.
Because yenya a one stable. I want you secure that. That's you deprive the people of Boku directly and indirectly of proper development.
And I MC in paint a picture how strategically positioned Boku is. Boundaries with Burkina Faso and Togo.
Yeah.
You know, the
trade routes. It's just unbelievable. Say, can I say ECOWAS? Integration of African people in that one of the major strategic town like Bokono. Yeah, transfer consistently. The BIO. But my biggest disappointment, MP statement, like I'm saying, that statement in the law has endangered any chances of the military. Because one of the peace never by Casa. Peace never because you say police for beyond the military, no, beyond everything else, no. Or maybe one of the agents for peace. As you see, our military, no, time, amount for no provocation, nothing, and a papa. That is a very serious statement. Even if that was the case, he should have channeled it through other means, not necessarily by because right now we're undermining seriously any chances they were at getting peace.
Lawyer Andrew Apia Dankwa made us an unpofu on Facebook was a lawyer. You are right. The MPs at the 3 northern regions benefit from the tribal war. Look at the number of MPs at the north. But when we talk of the poorest region, it's from the north. And then he goes on to say, if not for politics, we could have gone through the root of this matter, but because some politicians benefit from it, they will not allow the matter to settle forever. Nanampofo on Facebook, Nidia or the Abba Enono. Any place? Meba hono badansa na no SG Ghana say and they auto almost sound drive insurance in Ibia 1,500 Ghana cedis free fuel. Enti if it's a breya kopem match bosomi no every year no to sound drive insurance from SG Ghana na 500 Ghana cedis worth of free fuel. It's time to hit the road with reliable insurance and free fuel. Inti furniture SG Ghana branch bia na kona koto will cover yeah bit mediama wo car no shisha kakra ho SG Ghana, the future is you. Ben I'm right way
sije mama mfa kwenye so na minchia etiefo no mama no ngashia ha na memfa wa kwenye so and wish a Black Star good luck. So we didn't kunima the energies from Kobe Ghana for
Black Stars in Komoka.
Me de kan yi me de nefu
me da se
eba na se menya bi aka me kan bi aka so as a prempro we de we Ghana obi a boto na se bibi sa ba na de nkunim de ba eba Ghana for one spirit akosoro kakra na eja yenya bibi e de achichi yenhwe sanso o hwe obi nkum na o hwe ni fa bibi e ni mu a the encouragement be a bregan and be a memono at upon some be a basa Boku Nsem. Senior mania lawyer appeared Uncle Kano. A shall say a check. Nanso, San Benfo Kano was it. Won't say we see beefy or baby. No jebby or so what yes. There is no smoke without fire. Me whom be that saying be a nibada that's anybody me a who wish you when if you know about bra also jaye kwen bi aso nti ade bia wone ko fare bai na mpempe bre no so ye firefight na e was set situation ma ye nya solution papa abai obi an kanede ye kan ya we no ye we na ko fa bai we na ye say na ye wi obi asore kofi nenko say den pa na de Boku Nsem na ba eye chieftaincy so what I say eye ahensem and ahensem no ejina tribe ahoro abien so na me guess what I say niam ahoro abien ne ya kan bom Boku de no tribe 2 our pride bi ho so what I say go on my tribe akope and our pro won ahensem ho na me guess what I say nti no ne ka no enta anya den papa
se busua ba ko emu ache mienu
exactly
ya omo prade ba ko ba we ya busua mienu
busua abien a go bekom no na akwa je se asem ko ya kana ye a kingdom ahoro abien ya kana sam na kro ahoro abien na kasa ahoro abien
yeah
na me guess what ya Also me ya santini oye ba kope me your chini oye different so na me kan what
Matias,
it is ania achimfo ania santefo pre ebia asem kana me kan
Yeah.
akonwa ba akon it ne kan ye kana ne kan ye din pa obisa bisa dan na atu ahoro sa akọ ne nti atu ahoro sa akọ no ene se entrepreneurs bi wom obi a wo interest try bi am pese
almost sponsor
exactly try bi am pese no yonko bedi ne so and now here from here into what sponsors what was scaffo hey into ade no yen hwemfoni ni ye na da bia make say yen chieftaincy institution no as I say a brasso say yehwe mu biom na ye reforms na me guess what I say ye betoi ba kwa ofa so hihye no ne say e bia na opokukudrufu bi odi okun bi anim ana ode hye ne nsasa abrenum ena mrimra anyinga ba nanim so ye bekoso agina saade ne so ayi ohene ana tie ne ye pa o ana sabre ye bepe sabia sam kon sabia mu obi a owo nimdie bi ne ye de agina so ayi ana ebia nipa no so ati ase se ona yakukudru tete hono na yakukudru won e di okun anim ba prempren yakukudru esese yakukudru nkwa ebia ne pobia sabia aksam kon sabia mu ono so wakwadare oniema bim ase agina so de yin se bedi anim asbia ohene ana bibi men kase ni aye prempren enfumso wo ho but I say san hwemu biom because bibi ani wa sabi one year reform and a wiase konanim enti bibia ye wo no ese ye hwe se abefo nsa no then ye betimi ayafa ho so what you say ye ba political line and a partisan line ye vote so what you say ye vote enti wa obenya abadodo no wona bia be your man panyin se ye kobra eye revolution time na and I na no ho yedin o okwen fact you wedding kunim into waka constitution to baby but say be democracy kwan be so na be fa amari democracy no with young chieftaincy institutions anka ho prema na me guess what you say
yeah
anka ho prema I think say aso man no because where flashpoints are what gun in terms of dispute we be okwan pedal nyina no mo ahe na ye political and a partisan Dodo na ya hinsem. Dodo na ya hinsem. Enti mede dia misusu ni say ye wo chieftaincy ministry. Ministry of Chieftaincy afa na no kan.
Yeah.
I think this in so. Then you said hu ya den. Then you said hu. E wo ministry na oda no e den. Firefighting, tokamra, ni enkopata. Then ye be proactively as you sound to count to canon. You bet me na ahunfo na nananom se be bia kononi tete be bia ifi bai no braso say ye be kan ho abom ye bet me ato commission bi anananom nankasa because be bray professors will meboa
Yeah.
be bray medical doctors be bray na on na adisuanti dodo na adisua konanim won nankasa bet me transfer proposal reforms bi amasa nyamai abrase because yan hwani ye na da bia o aba yan ko transe yan pattern to call we no di e fan ko si here yan solve problem ni nwieda oko other relations wonya chieftaincy wo buy from ne ba bia na wo na Ghana nso ye republic ndi ni ne be ka say oye ohimpon ba ko se na bia woko England awo ana woko Netherlands awo no ne ade yandi ubia wo ne jurisdiction ubia wo ne mpesa so awenti ya hwe say me mom de mensusu ni but back to Boku issue no CJ yan frɛ afeno no ɛwom Supreme Court rules na amini ya pia dankwa kin na waka menye ɛno no ɛwɔ place bi wɔ yen amemu no wana.
How do we enforce the Supreme Court, you know?
What I say?
Yeah.
Say Supreme Court the ones who are mrebi kakra bata ho our friend contempt anambwa.
Yeah.
Are they applying it? And I ever miss there. And yeah, Juma, Neko baby, the Juma. The Supreme Court rule. It says Emra and Edin Kunim. That and enforce some rano. So what I say?
Yes.
Because the whole council Supreme Court or not National Court. Into my judgment. We jatum to Ampa near Kuni. So on Tiasia, a so for review, and I'm a boy. So on call reviewer, on fam ranch on Nsem. Then you know, I bet me a boy reform I make any. What I want to say Supreme Court. On man mean a court baton. If you never know Mecca. Yanko Hig and Iva. He nipa who I was wrong. The Supreme Court must not trust him. Always say, oh, Anka, what transfer Copem say will be. No mum near quainty. So what I say? Transfer for a certain period of time. No, you soon need a certain period of time. Near me say, terrain the bedding. So what I say? It will go bro. By young day, it is a monarchy. We are win sin a name. And you know, a bay, never betting me out and copem sa same as a bequanza. As you baby baby.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah.
Men kaya a tearful yawn money. That one issue, yes, I never buy any. Yen ya bring changansa, manenko. Nanum po, near who could be, yet me a solve an ameboa. Yen a solution. Tadan yan train when you ask me, young friend and chiefs. And I know for whom you. At their level, no one has said, then will bet me here. One more proposal to government. So what I say?
Yeah.
Now government soon and shall see for. I think you bet me a solve. Fimfi baby ni so ba kudi asan ke bia nkase son. Ana nsesai.
Enka bia ba this akwaba ma.
Nipa dodo a ya faso ahwe. Na nipa na ba be di won so no. One na ntoko enti okum wo hu.
Yenum miensa.
So what I say? Now me fambra police for the military for issue no. Me nim kwa offer so a rotate personnel no. O many partner baby cha. E won sunsan so.
Yeah.
Ube hesa say me ni undertone obi no bi agoja girl bi. No o me di na o ko pe girl so me na make one asem ka. Me nka se sa na sinin. E ti fun fan chem e ya mfa ton na me ma. So what I say? What na ho cha na. Ana e bia wo fi ho na wo twa bi sen chi ana na wo twa bi nchi. Line na me can say what I say. Because what's now cha and your man can think to me a fan san me. I said come.
Yeah.
Nigga, you want military money. Oh, you know Bonacutia. When you be a person so the bono.
Because Bernard, the fact say emu to me Joe. For some time.
No, no, yeah.
Na asa appeja.
Sabi a tear from Fanchama no plenty. Nentry ejanang. And in an ass I will. But send way. Now we are semininti. So what I say, now we are semininti. What did you but me yaneke? Inti can be woho. Bibi kitu be not
trigger.
Can be woho. Oh, inti as I say, ye jai firefighting no. Reaction. Eba ni empe solution. Eba ni akasasa. Ni ye proactive. Ye ni aseminanim. Ni empe finality. What you say? President Mahama suggestion, and I think say abanyin so de kwa dwidwen mu hwe. Who say police foot training nko and a military training nko. So when say even though when you security apparatus they it's no bia ne nchire a wode ma no. Police for your adwuma internally. So what you say? One ensure internal security and anka military call for foreign aggression. Nti territorial borders will be, but nan saying ekoyen tuya sempa na as a soldier for no bema eboa kakra entinka won ninsa wo so na make wuti ase e bia won a wo be di day to day running of the system within Boku enclave no enye police na military no so ema won backups say je nsema mo beba mpato na make wuti ase
right. Yeah.
Again, some of them say, "Who's about to be see baby national national security for near the young na young retool police, young motivate one. Now, ni komobia a pray wo baby. Oh, I bang retool. Okay, to your moon. Me de tremukeke. Ni na a hiansi si ane ayene freko. I'm not trying to be partisan here, but Police for no how they say abang ma won akatuam tumuno 30%. I think you're 13%. And on ma military for 24%. Oh yes, apa. So na mjere. A kill morale. What kind of morale?
Morale, yeah.
A kill morale. What you say?
Yeah.
Because also Brunya ya in the day. What can we be anambwa? One if I said then the course at least say what to it is not enough to buy them accoutrement, but at least as I say ultimately so motivate you because one obey issue whatever accoutrement what to abano it abano na yem I say na juma no jeff on sem bebre sa na e be na one you so able to
because anapay I mean time yes our discussion especially with the MC, you know. I was looking at how we can balance the operations of both the military and the police.
Yes. The military should be at the background.
Yes.
And then the police should be at the forefront.
But Obi Subeka said the way a situation it is essential that the military
military no
really
will near Botresa. Let's face it. Will near Botresa. She na no in see war. Rastos and then the guy Ejura.
Yeah.
One who you see so what I say. But what yes, I know say soldier for the was wrong, police was wrong, did that ben was wrong.
Kaka de na. Yeah.
And that ben no be police. Emra. So what I say, Emra no na so through and yet nipa no ba ni atare no hye no. O police for the one who you soldier for. Where yes, na shaman futima. What I say, who demoralize the other sector of the security agency. We because police in your town, on him talk to be a move. Now, didn't feel Arakan barracks called. Only baby as how. Now, I guess what I say.
Yeah.
Only baby as how. One year, no Sabia, some coons. One year, no near me. Wouldn't baby as
yeah. Get to senior day.
Only everywhere because they've been there. They've been about 20 years, no more, 15 years. You know. What I say? It one nim nchonom kakra. Bon, one year nim na military no. Nyase wo fi ho. Ba wo
that will come back to send na say ye de obi tina ba bi cha na what am I saying?
I agree.
Yes.
I agree. Some insan wo ho ye. Na mum what I say? Sadi etimi nsem bebreba. Even I'm not afraid to tell why.
Alright. But that's it. Adom 106.3 FM. Wait, CJ, where do they get these guns from? Who is behind? Who supplies it to them? We need to look at that side, but who will do that? Nana Ampofo comes through once more with that. And then, the Honorable Member of Parliament for Ningo Pram Pram. Honorable Member of Parliament for Ningo Pram Pram. Honorable Samuel Nete George. Sam Jata. And then the birthday. So happy birthday to you, Honorable Sam George. In fact, he's a solid member of Parliament, very visible and very outspoken. Very, very deep in issues, and he's a brother. From myself and my production team, we wish Honorable Samuel Nete George a happy birthday. Sam George, and we wish you all the best in the coming years. Fred, your microphone is on.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Alfred Thompson.
I'm lawyer. My lawyer started so your letter na brain into when you're ready. And Michia PSA so. But by Mekanchia PSA say they haven't increased the police by 13% and military by 20-something%. Yeah, on the facts the before he comes on air to say it. Because when you do that now, I won't come and correct your mistake. When you come and do that now, you are bringing chaos into the system. And yet true. And we should stop that. The politics, these are some of the things that are the problems back into the system. Coming to the issue, we say Boko.
Yeah.
Chief Justice.
Yeah.
Anna. I don't want to say CJ. Chief Justice. Well, it's an unfortunate statement. Say, my friend say, a whole member of parliament obey. Leadership no, ye wo musrunko. And ye kasa as leaders na, say ye share nyama bi ye. Wote ho. Ana CJ wo ha says ya no, na me enter ha. Na me bebo waso 3 times. What will you think of me? One year say my bodam, and there's something wrong with me. And I yes, I know Becca. Oh, yeah, didn't come on. And
yeah.
Let's say you sitting here, now me enter door yamu, now my bebo was 3 times. What will be the first thing that will come to your mind? Say I cry with bodam and I be behind.
Yeah. I mean, unprovoked there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How would a place Obia was man say uncle create peace? We create peace all this time. Then all of a sudden, Obefe to now I call bunk for 3 just like that. What about the first 2 What happened? For 2. So the military had to step up their ejuma omoye woho. Stepping up their ejuma no in a 3 my friend saying almost started so almost fire at the should they sit down and be killed before we say oh yeah more military burial and our state burial and our then burial? We don't do things that way. When into sometimes no as leaders no ye kasa say you share the way ye kasa. You don't come and instigate people against the people almost sure to make sure say there's peace and resolution in Boko. Because Boko na ye say crisis na started crisis no started ene. So as a leader no you expect to say you should know better and speak better and not go onto that tangent the problems near the bro. And so I'll plead with him say on jai side here this is not politics. Or person on the voter, you shouldn't use this alternative because or you see this alternative now, lives will be lost over there. It will give some of the citizenry the chance because of the sophistication of the weapons. They think they can just get up and go and attack the military anytime. Coming to military police cooperation, there's already the police cooperation. The police in fact, in the time exchange of fire, and they call down to where the people were no go who say bodies stray war. They didn't pick it themselves. They called the police in. So the police came and they picked their bodies and they took the AK-47 rifles now at that one with the almost serial number near the end no more call to custody. It's in our ho and yet idea DSC. So some of these things we should go and prove further. And I'm glad say MC or come say they should put an inquiry into this and then we'll see the truth at Ewoho. And now omode in trokotompo, omode daily bread. They point fingers at everyone so be trying to meanwhile they lie through their teeth just to win power. And that will not help this country. These are the people I say yes true. These are the people I say you're careful about them. Because yes no de say crew. Yes no de say crew. What is happening in Boko is a serious thing. I say you come together and I can say, listen, enough is enough. This thing should stop. And especially in crisis, big positions and a big ejuma some in the politics, some in the police service, some in the military, some in civil service, some doctors near there. They should all come together and say that listen, enough is enough. Because they say just to keep that peace over there, so as can the development they would have been far better off than they are today. That money could have done something better and something good for them. But because there's no unity there, it's thwarting the efforts government they shame just to make sure say the places has peace. Into all these things are yes kasema yebe to me abuana omonya development wo. Into I'll plead with them. I'll plead with the people of Boko for their own good and for the good of their community and their children. They should let peace be their dream and their watchword and their everything. Omufa bibian tunchen no mu say wuma asomdwe bawa wankasa wunya asomdwe. This kefia wo da wa won to me ye ne na ya mo kefia no embo ayen embo omo. They need to move around peacefully. And it can only happen when they show themselves that they are ready for that. And then they will take certain things off them. And it brings up to the fact of, so I must say, an assemblyman be or born in the phone number. Say the assemblyman just called, or identifying who has assemblyman from a particular Missan was a Missanti area, was a Missiga.
Yeah.
Missiga. Say, or assemblyman was Missiga. And he called because even the time he called, it was after 8. Curfew was in place, so there is no way as assemblyman, yes, an assemblyman hoko plead with the soldiers near there for the 3 of them to be freed. No, at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, they have the timetable and everything. They have the information there. You can even check with the your friends saying the telephonic companies say what they are saying, is it true or false. So when you are going into the merits of the case now, you see say they had to protect their lives, otherwise they would have lost it. And that alone shows we all need to come together for that peace, because if there's no peace in Boko, it affects the whole nation. We have things coming from there. We have food crops coming from there. We have staple things coming from there. It is a only peace. Many will yet not had any peace. Sometimes we better say because of Boko Ekuninti. Na BBC war if maybe Ashama and na Nkaiha na baby near there. We hear it. And that alone is scary. It's a message. Anybody who has a chance, anybody who matters, anybody who has the right thinking mind of putting this to an end. No? And I'm glad that they've called upon Asante to come in this one as well, so that the way man or him as a chief, no, or better make the chiefs now back together to settle this. No, I pray that it happens, because yet we are not safe. We are not safe. And China be so be attack na wo retenia yebeka cho say you are not protecting yourself na wo mo wa say war radio so we ye we no wo mo wa ko kan be boni a say ye we into we are all not safe, especially you the media people. Let us all raise our voices to it. Share your friends saying technical university guy ye kokune free, I mean, for no apparent reason. All these things are a hard dream. And I think we all need to come together to sort this once and for all. Adom
106.3 FM. Aka Simano and 9 na nonkono abo. Now say AFCON no ebeyeda. Yes, DSTV. So and our mouse matches in enyina, plus all the analysis that studio analysis you gather excellent pundits from across the continent. One more mouse analysis no from 13th of January they call say AFCON never gonna enjoy on DSTV. This is your moment. It's your AFCON moment, and DSTV is your home of for all the goals, actions, and drama. Enti Shannon Son. You can catch all the games also on DSTV stream. Download it from Google, Apple Store now, and watch all the action. Remember, it's your AFCON moment. So reconnect. Say your child anymore. Dial star 759 hash. Star 759 hash to enjoy the games. DSTV, it's your moment. Yeah, for DSTV hosa no dey say e betimi aka AFCON no ekakra, but former President Mahama lawyer former President Mahama ne futuo ya or the military ni police no we should ensure the partnership partnership na say timi ewo so that they can provide the needed security in Boku. Good call, lawyer.
Yeah, and other than your own share message, I don't share message, and own share message, I don't share message, own share message, and the message is in friends, is in order. Yeah, but then the secret na yepe. I'm ordinarily no in police for the community internal, military external, but this is a special situation. A special situation, certainly I just say police and military working together to bring peace because like I said, and I'll keep on saying, the fundamental duty the fundamental duty of the commander-in-chief of Ghana, president, to bring security. And when there are special circumstances, it's happening in then it calls for, for instance, special, for instance, solutions. And I feel in this case, yes, the police and the military must collaborate and find lasting solution. But also making sure say more logistics, I can no one here to do that job, or the amomo. But I support former president as a police and the military, it may collaborate. Now you find this lasting solution. Politicians also on my film with you. When you're very clear about what they say, very critical. Like I said, the MP now can say hard dream, because police and the military you want to say people of Boko, no and Jomundi. There's a mistrust then practically absolutely. Until we can be a be undermines our trust. No, that just say oh ma peace no I ding into my careful.
Okay. All right. Me that's it. I'm saying Becca Afcon come on kakra.
I mean, Alfred dispute assembly American saying no quiet. Na me saying you am nan so bi. When ya mega say obi na bonus report kan. I adea many mahwehwem. Government increase military by 40% and police 23%, which is not fair. Sebe a bang no yeah onokuta in public purse. Into no determine who should earn what. But Nia can say disparity and also I mean at least there's a ultimate close gap. Now ebwa encourage and motivate. When you know be I give up my best. And yes be am na me can near boss remoka. No quite. So bang no bit my corrections are onion in term. But the police are getting peeved. That's it.
Okay.
I would come back on that and say PHCA should stop doing politics with salaries on JISA.
What is politics about this?
Say I would say 20%. They should call 40%. On JISA, is it the pain of authority? Why is it that at this time they want to take advantage of everything and politicize it? Do you know what goes into negotiation of salaries? Do you know the other things benefits? They can increase your salary by 20%. They can increase your other benefits by 40%. Do you know what goes there? In China, NDC likes too much everything on percent. On taking political advantage of it.
Alfred,
CJ,
police for what I was saying. What I was saying. So we defend
the same people accusing the police and the soldiers.
Mr. Police for that was saying. Ghana police.
Accusing the police and the military said they are not legitimate. Look at the work they are doing in Boku, and you are telling them that
police vote that was sick. You defend this as a way. Police vote that was sick. BBC, no one from military.
Everything politics.
Alfred Thompson.
AFCON. What's it name? AFCON.
Alfred Thompson.
What's the AFCON heading?
Alfred Thompson.
Yes, CJ. Omo jai politics there. Omo pesado.
Why are you here?
Omo pesado.
Why are you here?
No, but you don't go and say things that are not.
I don't see the politics in.
I don't get it.
Politics I know what he wants to do.
And the Ghana police vote that was
the police for the
Ghana police vote that was Alfred.
That's all he wants to do. That's all he wants to do.
No,
young guys are there. No, I'm telling you.
No, salary increment. One will be 40%. One will be 23%.
Does he know what comes into negotiation of listen. What I was saying. Police what I was saying about Abia, Omunya, A, B, C, D. They
don't deserve the best.
They don't deserve what they are. Because NPSA didn't seem like or pitching way against.
He's doing that. He's doing that.
No,
he's doing that. And let's call it spade a spade.
Okay, Ghana is playing Mozambique. Ghana is playing Mozambique today.
And then
our third and last group game.
Because he just wants to instigate the police. We should ignore him with every AE. On any leader, now going to AFCON. First game was quite an unfortunate game for us. But which is second one, most of my boy, it tells you say they up their game and they did extremely well. It's unfortunate say two my friend own goals. Say 2 goals now, share, you know. I see it more as own goals than coming from the Egyptians because a back pass and a unfortunate goal for them, which could have been avoided. And another thing, so we should keep an eye. Sometimes born or banana punch it instead of catching it or stopping it and holding it, and also quite dangerous. I hope and pray say and repeat this at the 8 o'clock. Yenina yembomode yen find support entire Black Stars nature. No matter your political declaration, that is the only thing. You say you put everything, every politics aside, and we come together as a nation to support our team. I have full confidence in them. Say at least they will take us to the next stage. I know. Say when they make their minds now, they really transform things. We'll share even the second game. Now it tells you it was far better than the first one. And so I know. Say this third game, no, they studied the Mozambique play and they studied the mistakes they've made in the first 2 matches. And I believe say they would turn things around. We just in our wish and won't share no kwa. It is possible because possibility comes from the mind. And once a while dream say you put every effort in to make sure say so I have trust in them and I know that things will turn around. But that's it.
Okay, Bernard.
CJ.
And then your third group game against.
American say Blasters were my home race.
We share your first game, my boy. We share second one. Na order to 2-1.
It was the first game. No, last week you analyze what happened. Extensively.
Yeah.
Into your training, I should say,
yeah.
Near your kind and society still a technical deficiency. Okay, and last match, your boy now. The same thing. Change the coaches near no. He be anywhere boy. So I think I said, Baba.
That the lawyer was here, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Baba Idris. Ni inclusion now. I'm my boy. So I think I said, time of Pulu. I think the same Razak Ashmeri, right? Yeah. It wasn't the best thing. And I've learned say other players are were solid or bench. Meaning na coach and don't kokoye. So what yes. So a local player necessary. What friend on kwa no what it takes to do the job. Man kwan. Until now you're coach. Yeah, my materials. Use it. But don't make a say. You alone. When the boys no only will be a hoarding. My hoarding there or any the same. I didn't be by many hoarding for because sana football lifestyle. Let's say. Ebi a duan bi obedi. Ebi a nem baby bear ne yaw. One to say be a obenya knock bi. Inti one now no one wo na only will be a strength. Inti our friend. Inti no still a coach no onya kukuduru kakra. I don't know say a hum bi dia onya kukuduru kakra. Baby away dey near be can say you be wish Black Star the best of luck. Honestly, empire ball our dey call football and I me hu ne ekoye wo. E bia say onko pradia fine. The mum say na be ma win match de me entire nyin minister agidi no. So what I say said we say prepare.
Yeah.
Mindset. Now person our game now. I think they say Egypt match and what they to nchi. A mistake. Yan fan share one player. The best one na.
Yeah.
E be assess that time no player be cover be and ka be manasa. Nti 1 year one home maka. See and now you been coming out here from Ghana. Any je be any baby ah. E ko di bro nya bay. Obi asa.
IMF Sikano no so dey Nigeria crab.
What do we are?
Your time. Your time.
Inti can maybe say
10:30.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What dey we are? Eh? I'm not do any better.
What they saying?
Me di nim. Me di bia nim because near bay fire be go dey am for me pass. Fire Bekwa ko gun crofo bin pass. Me pay to grade that hard. Hwire nko. But dem bom ni. Ya nyere ho. I know say nyame adom ne wini ne match na ye bet me qualify because 4 points there. At least ye bet me nya baby ahye. Now, in football, you don't rule everything out. So what's he say?
Yes.
Then last World Cup, first match, Argentina losing.
Yeah.
To
Saudi Arabia. Yeah.
Into Gobia Begaso. Eventually, when they win a cup. Yes, eventually they won the cup. So what I say? Yeah, Mompai say Obimpra, and then they make me support some pie. No, be a benyana hoarding the edge. Then mom say, Mpai no be winning the well, a beer na a BGD was our crown. So, you say, Yami, I don't need winning so much idea. Cusina here, you're betting your coin. See,
but that's it. Lawyer.
PSC expert analysis. I'm sorry, coach current. I think we see now not taking cue from the Frata Khan last week, you know.
Yeah.
So last week, you know, on Symbio the infant shareable. Now young wish team, you know, all the best. Into no, now Fidria. Many Alfred say Egypt match a war. May I disagree with him? Egypt match, we were saved by the genius
of Kudus Mohammed.
Oh, me what I do? Oh no, Kudus. Anyway, Kudus. But I was also about Pepa the clear technical deficiencies. Which boys now can afford dear. I'm about grown young ball. Boys on born no, and speaking. Omni bobo. I nya coach will be free. That's it. Nya coach will be free. So the Omo Express Omo. Nankanya the young Black Stars man. With the action passes sideways. Back, sideways, back in the education. And I messaged Jordan. Last week I never question me pie. Yes, I say Naki, and Naki, but Naki make a lot of runs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some clear runs. Jordan, who is born in Argentina, so heavy Manenko. Fat Naki making runs. And on passing, my born, because. Said that PSA can't rightly know about Argentina losing the first match. Oko 82 World Cups here. Italy for almost first round matches. I think so. Almost winning back. Almost drawing in almost call second round. I could not the Paulo Rossi and a Wasson. Almost J Cup. The young bomb pina Kudus and you're healthy. One shall not star boy no was me shed you have quantity bona and then some inspiration be maybe. Not on any inspiration now over shock Africa. Intimidate me part body, me bomber team in but especially Saboma Kudus. Saying I mean man or day no one because clearly
he has become our talisman.
Only inspiration. I don't think say I don't remember any time, not even during Abeli's time. The whole Black Stars are dependent on one person. To say that time you know you Black Stars when you know no born twice. Amakudus. Saying Yakupo Makudus. The chase me Bianca cry. Because me believe this boy no. Obit my baby. Obit me ama team we are overachieving. Internante the day
I did be a margin one. I mean, Mr. Muslim one.
Yeah, Bernard.
Who say our players are ball war Europe. Mostly. America is but mostly Europe. Ebi or Germany, ebi or Italy, ebi or Spain yade. But abribia ye star player bi. Ewo England no. Ye intimi nyane service at the national level. Look at Macalisian. Party. And I current nika go to see grass ye ni ambra. Me nim say ye bibia team no de humbi she wo mu. And now said me nim because me trust analyze them say nah. Because you bring your players from any part of Europe.
Yes, was more Germany artists, I would give 20,000-30,000 euros a week. When you go England now, you could give 160. And what do now? It is all England who was Spain who dream, I say. I mean, you could do England real Ukupra. There be because of Pra. Trust me, you can't free. Yeah, Jeffy for few. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Would share Salampo. Would a nigga share Salampo Egypt. Me follow me and you what upon Salampo Egypt. Me I understand. It's totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. Hey, on our Jibber £400,000.
Yeah.
On
Now say Opera, you're flying on.
You're flying on for the night
to Liverpool.
Yeah. I'm going proud. Next train. Or take a kilos. Me was not in proud. Me charge £400,000 with you. You see, and then
You have a
week. Sorry, a week.
From about
in fact, reports which I say a report which I say bonuses and other things can close to £1 million a week. Now what is train?
No, better answer.
No, my question is answered.
Let me try to say.
Watch out, answer.
It's a custom. The fact is that
team need the best shower dream. Say okay now.
Team the best shower dream.
Wow, the best shower dream.
Now take Ghana boy or Leicester City. The contract on a bon number of matches be confirming the contract. It was your
Anyway, the idea last time. Oh, okay, then you know. Now because we
so you know, yeah, fair places here. One of your boys, no, or Leicester. In the next match, I will do a campaign. But the point is that Omu friend must omba. Why? Because Omu they the contract. We say as of some matches be
and
now Omu converting the loan agreement into a permanent contract.
Abdul Fattah, okay.
I don't say Charlie. All of Africa, one. So but bread and butter issues and now footballers also no more. Obi targeting over England because Omu too heavy. And I also know I'm for a shop. Benya friends and adverts and that things. We're doing that area. Or the so kudos no. I don't say. Now even 2010, and a lot of players I be proud has say. Young Slop and a slop amba.
Yeah, Jeffrey Slop. On the Anfanako World Cup in it.
I no come or say or not say it or not be praying if you know we try not and take that back. See the point we are GF you know. Just should you are GF you know. Who's the last time a honey issue no.
Problem no.
A honey issue.
This in German guy no buy. This Okita German DMB said one bad this match you know. Only shop no.
I just shop now. This is about Crystal Palace.
Yo, okay. Oko Crystal.
Oh, long time.
Okay. Your 15 minutes. We can do maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
No, 15
minutes. Me 5 over 5 7. Into me 2 now 3 cry. We can do IMF. The second tranche of IMF, and well, is it indicative of the fact that we are doing something better economically?
IMF for IMF programmer, really IMF for the manager economy no, because a buying play in economy mo. One the fiscal policy, how raise
yes,
and how spend
yes,
and that two monetary policy. We know IMF essentially IMF for the managers sa partner. Into Emma a buying embed credit for and really by economy no has improved. You understand? Now IMF IMF programmer. IMF for no. Don't be amount of stability. IMF will give you stability. You understand? IMF will give you stability. Now, when you have stability, you know, then now the turn ma ebema wenya sa growth or right now transformation na uhiano. IMF was by 2025 a year anti program no. That to GDP ratio about 51%. Economy is stable. And it a given. Now my concern is say IMF for na mouse stability no area no there nhihye na odebeto a be ensure say on san ko IMF biem now ukoma on say ya kwa IMF 17 times de be akwa say de bia ne kwa omo ana solutions no the same one IMF be catch say one increase or revenue generation because didn't acquire IMF in the first place because untimi and generate enough revenue untimi generate enough revenue to know where the uncle be see more. Yes. Two, IMF for say put a cap on public sector employment. So it means why? Because Ghana consistently, and this is one of the issues I person may play partisanship with. Because consistently, IMF, MPP, NDC, but consistently, what you say cap or public sector employment. Why? Because of private sector can say it may create jobs, no, or multi create jobs. Now because of the pressures on government, no, what they do, government be again say, or employ amount for the public sector heavy. As we speak, no, or just before IMF now, Ghana your revenue, no, more than 60% to workers. In terms of for because say then capping. Now you need stability in area. You must say IMF bima. I just say it's mean plan program be first of all a bit service lack of or your inability to raise enough revenue. One and two say you be cover system you be creating juma. Now solutions issues no yeah quite say ubet me the one stick and now one solution I kept out to me now. About revenue abanji revenue free my or you free private sector no so about ojo revenue free private sector so means so private sector you weaker about was ultimately revenue no so private sector you weaker about ultimately revenue no so means that any program be or the better no ma a be improve chances of not return to IMF no should be a program that deliberately builds your private sector.
Okay.
Because build private sector now, what you do near one, increase your revenue generation. Two, solve your unemployment issues. Because it's that fact say, or more creating Juma more a private sector, especially the SME.
That's true.
All the industrialized countries are over 60% of our jobs are created by the SME. So it means that you're going to 2024 elections, 2025. And make sure by 2025 Iberia IMF program no, we'll get stability. What we need is a comprehensive program. One, a bit dealing with revenue generation, two, a bit creating jobs amount, so that you do not you reduce your chances of going back to the IMF. No. So yeah, Ghana for. December 2020, December 7th, yes. 7th, you talk about no. Number one consideration was a pre-employment economy issue in this election. Why the deep program plan? And your manifesto plan. Out to Honoma plan. One, about build the private sector, about create a situation over increasing revenue. That's a creating jobs. That's what we should be asking ourselves. Number one consideration. Now me catch a Ghana for you say, Monko kind great transformational plan. Because this is a planner, one of the copies the 10-point industrialization agenda. In that 10-point industrialization agenda, no, one of the critical legs building the capacity of your small and medium scale enterprises. Okay. As it me building your small and medium scale enterprise by one in terms of their capacity building, in terms of their formalizing them, and in terms of a buying finding strategy be a ubema capital maybe just 2 minutes. Yeah. Ubema capital or access to capital. Because ultimately building honoma, one, you are short of raising our revenue now by being in here.
Yes.
Two, you are short of creating jobs for people. Into any time, but I mean, who's another time because into the
definitely.
Now, young Thomas our plan. I'm going to see a time with,
and that plan is
Alan John Alan was in Kaise. You got 12 on young Toma, young fire executive for one share this inside, and then for executive for and share MPP inside, and then for executive for and share movement for change inside, all for executive for and share inside, all the executive for action the pansa. In 2024, no, all right. Who could decide whether to put your executive power? Canado, so who could decide on the Baumia? Who could decide? Was a ticket. End up about Vice President. Into 2024, and after those another to all another failure. Okay, we have 2024 executive power should be some function Alan John.
All right.
Yes. Well, when you want to skew things towards your direction, yes, we are at IMF, yet to be more programmer, you can go outside the program, and that is why they will not give you a second tranche or a third tranche. It tells you, say, at the current moment, with all that is going on, once our second tranche are approved, then it means that definitely, the finance minister is working assiduously to make sure, say, we follow the trend that a ban into employment near there. Government, from time immemorial, MPP can say, and yet a buying never more jobs now, but it's a creative environment now, jobs never. And that is what this government has been doing with the 1D1F from wrong. the planting for food and jobs from long. To make sure say the youth will go into agric, the youth will go get their own TVET near there for you to get your hands job. Now we are more resources are what the best starting wow business near there. The government is moving and pushing for that. And now you can say the world has moved into another stage, the robust stage of digitalization and everything. We are not going to sit down and wait. Now I can say, oh, time no do ansana. Yes, we are say now 20 years time because you're ready say because you need infrastructure, you need structures now. Google why and the person who is driving this, Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, he's going to name his policies, some of his policies by next month, early next month. Yebete, and we'll debate upon it and see what he has for Ghanaians. It's about the individual and what he has. And that is why I strategically asked him the question. Say, into what park I say, power, executive powers are yet man, yet mahina, or not I said Nanado. And Nanado appoints his people plus his deputy to work together towards a good. But the buck stops with the president. The buck stops with one person. Or no deciding whether I could take your advice or I'll not take your advice. Because a year man on any dinner war. A says on any dinner say.
Okay.
So at the end of it all, I'm telling you, say, and he said something critical. Say one take the situation of next year air corner as here. Says here we are in an economic crisis, global. And the person who can understand and appreciate and move this country to the next level and on back to that and can say, oh, my time na me fendi honeymoon. Me name me to kwana yenko relax and answer. But immediately now he's working and making sure say we transform things and change things and make sure say Ghana moves onto the level expected say
Alfred Thompson.
Hey, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. He understands the economy. He appreciates the economy. He's not asking for a break. He's not asking for a holiday. He's asking to be given the nod to prove himself beyond reasonable doubt. Say this country can go on to the next level. And the young people are
many thanks. Many thanks. Medasi Alfred Thompson of the MPP. And in PSA. Yeah, sorry.
Medasi. Now, what's the IMF second tranche number? Yeah. $600 million. $600 million.
Yes.
Until end to 200 billion now with the money. So 2 billion now with the money. Say no COVID era no. Well, my $2 billion. Yentimi amfanye bibia. Abanye betra so every year yeko Eurobond since 2018 eko de $3 billion every year. Yentimi amfa mo brebia. $600 million eden never be. What can you na boma 3-year program no be mine say sikan. Near the 1 year a raise from Eurobond. Yeah, how are you come say aban say na menua avia dan kwa kan yi. Aban bia no o modembo e sika wanya ene ne obedi. Kwa be fa sa obenya wo income. Revenue. Ena fe se o hwe na enso a wakoje bosia. Ya je bosia je ya raise taxes wo mem ha chen aban bia waba. Nti sika no ne anya pa. Baby ane ya wo ha no sika no ye di aya mfa nya investment bia. Ye di ya de hwe nipa baako. Dr. Bawumia and master. Because we share goods and services, goods and services in Kwanzaa come at the presidency and you some ketwa. Recklessly. Inti no sika ye nya sen at least yetimi di bi eto baby. Ne di ja onchirima. Yetimi di bi ye into capital investment. Tieni ye na oman na de ne ho. So what as because sabi obetma ko jeska e de akomo vimpick akodi lunch. Obetma nya ska bi nso de kakra ato do kono ni chinam. So what I say now the BSc their investment. Aban ya new investment ho. Nti ni anoso so ane sese ga no wedi a mana sante fe ni akobosi abo a obi aso man bosi abi. CJ bosi abo na ye je sum ho no. Ye nsovo ba kokrai. IMFC mama se me bebo ma tuya moka. Nti moka no monkope kwa mbo fasta mbututu moka na nsa. Mo ba be solicite sesika na muje fie ho no. Nti yan kan de enko ba bia yo. So nimza Ghana ka ye de no. Domestic debts ye nya ho hwe ye. Ene de kwa ye debt exchange. It is can time e de betua na ya suspend. External one, bilateral ones no. Ya kodi ho nkomo kakra ansa second tranche de. Nti na me kan say anka ban Brexit kan ba no. Ana anka odi bi resie CJ tie ho ni ye pa because am hwe a ba be face.
Odibri sie ama say do bra ye be fia se atua kana ya suspending the payment na ye de betua anka beka so ani da so bi wo ho but prempren ye ni say ni da so no after 3 years IMF wo beko ananya sa wo kwa efe ni aka bia no say sa bo na ye tuma hyeda no kana ye tutu hyeda foforo no e say san kwa ko face biem and you need a leader who can do that so what you say na no opo obi obetima kwa yesa adwuma na ma wa won fa sebisebio nipa na wo de ade no ma na wakose no poto no insan ko bio I mean you cannot continue to do anything all the time or everything all the time and same way and expect different results.
Into one function is
Mahama ye be da.
Okay.
Na breso no o sevu sika mo benyi.
Any place.
Sika o save my mobile be esa pena minya. O sevu sika. I offer be GIIF. Yefanya infrastructures. O sevu sika offer heritage fund. O sevu sika ye de sinking fund. Ye de kan ye de. O sansu jaw yen Exim Bank. E jaw yen Esla. Say nipa no.
Bernard NMPC of the NDC. Alfred Thompson.
Obia solve problem. Nyobia a compound young problem
of the MPP.
Very shameful government.
Andrew Apia Dankwa of the Movement for Change. Yes,